going on, everybody? SeanPierceJohnson here, and you might be asking yourself, what the hell did I just hear? What the hell are we going to be listening to here this week on Stompbox Saturday? And you'd be partially right by saying, what the hell? Because we are checking out the Whocta Hell by Beetronics, one of the gnarliest fuzz boxes that I have ever gotten the chance to check out, and I love it to pieces. So what the hell is the Whocta Hell? The Whocta Hell could probably be best described as an octave fuzz that kind of takes cues from the old MXR Blue Box, a big-time unsung favorite of mine that combines a really muffly but at the very time very sweet-sounding fuzz with a sub-octave effect. And the cool thing with the Whocta Hell is that the guys at Beetronics have gone in, they've voiced a fuzz that sounds very friendly, is a little bit more open than that particular fuzz tone, but they've not only done a sub-octave by going -2 octaves below your original pitch, you can actually choose whether or not you want to go from that -2 or just -1 octave. So you get a little bit more versatility than that old blue box. It looks cool as hell as well, so let's go ahead and throw that up on the screen so you all can bask in the glory of the Whocta Hell. And boy, that is one cool looking pedal. So let's take a look at the controls. On the face of the pedal, we have the Whocta and the Hell knob and a two-way toggle switch right down here, and 2 foot switches. Now the Whocta is basically going to be a volume control for that initial fuzz circuit, a volume and a gain and of sort of a slightly overdriven leaning fuzz sound. It's not too splattery, but at the same time, it's also not gargantuan and big muff like. Kind of has a really cool vintage aesthetic to it, or vintage feel to it, that leans towards that overdrive school. So that's what the Whocta knob is doing. So what is the Hell knob doing? Well, they say that hell is below us. And I would argue that there are some places right here on Earth that are just as much hell as below us, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, hell is below, so this is setting the low octave. And these are essentially mix knobs. So what you can do is you can go in and like, okay, that's where I want the Whocta knob, the standard fuzz to be, and this is where I want the octave effect to be. So you can blend it in to your heart's content. Maybe you want something little less on the fuzzy side with just an undertone of the octave, you can very well do so. Now the two-way toggle right here allows you to choose whether or not you're getting 1 octave below or 2 octaves below your original pitch. Up being the -1 octave and down being the -2 octave. Now the 2 foot switches down at the bottom are bypass switches for both controls. So we have our master bypass here on the right, and then we can turn on and off the octave effect by pushing on the left foot switch. You can actually see right here that when you don't have the octave effect on, the LED is red, and then when you turn the octave effect on, the LED becomes blue. There's also a master volume knob over here on the side, which I actually think is a really good place to put it. I have a feeling with this pedal, you're gonna find that one sound that you like, and you're just gonna leave it there. And you can sort of fine tune the overall master gain stage of this pedal going into your amplifier. So we've yacked enough. Let's go ahead and explore it a little bit. Here's how the setup's gonna roll today. We have the trusty Les Paul Studio plugged into the Whocta Hell. From there, we are going into an MXR carbon copy for a little bit of analog delay if we would like it. TC Polytune Mini on the floor to keep us in tune, and into the front end of the orange Rocker Verb 100. Let's start by exploring what exactly the Whocta's fuzz overdrive sound can do for us on a clean and dirty channel of my Rocker Verb. So you can hear we still have that same amount of gain, but the level is lower. Let's go ahead and crank the master volume and let's see how that sounds. I feel like turning up the master volume opens the pedal up a little bit more so that this lower mix of the octave sound, or the fuzz sound, pardon me, just feels a little bit sweeter. And I really like the way that that feels. Let me warm that up by rolling down the tone knob. That's really nice. A little bit of analog delay. Up surprisingly well. It doesn't have like that nice crisp kind of clean that I might want to get, but at the same time, with such high output humbuckers, that is a very surprising cleanup. It doesn't always do that. All right, I like that. So let's go ahead and explore adding in the hell portion, the octave portion. Kick in the left foot switch, the LED changes blue, and this is best heard on the neck pickup. You can kind of hear a little undertone of that. It's very subtle. Now let's turn it up a little bit more. And that tracks really well too. That's really impressive. Let's go ahead and turn that up a little bit more. Make them very even. That added just a little bit of extra grit, and oh man, I like that. It's a monophonic octave, so chords sound like... If you like that kind of chaos, which I do, it's okay. But if you don't, it might be a problem. I like that. Some people won't. Now you might be wondering, why is that best heard on the neck pickup? I can't really explain it. It's just one of those things with octave fuzzes of both high octave and low octave. The pitch just comes through and translates a little bit better on the neck pickup. I'll just play a few licks so that you can hear exactly what I'm talking. It's almost like we have a dying Atari console on the bridge pickup and a nice new Nintendo console on the neck pickup. Or maybe ColecoVision. But maybe we really want it to take over when we engage that. So let's turn it up a little bit more. Whoa. That's so good. Oh, that was good. I liked that a lot. Let's turn it up just a little bit more. Let's just see, turn down the, oh, we have just the octave now. Wow. Oh man, it's like we got a monophonic Moog synthesizer with us right now, and it is all kinds of cool. Let's go ahead and now switch down. This will be our 2 octaves below. Nasty. And then it gets really squirrely because it's monophonic still. Let's add in just a little bit more of the original overdrive sound. Wow. It's like the Blue Box got better, and I love it, and I think it is a lot of fun, and I really wish I could throw this on my pedal board, but I think my bandmates might kick me out of my own band. And how can you kick me out of what is mine? I can't sing that high. I wasn't prepared for that. I would say this is my favorite way to use it in front of the dirty channel of the rocker verb. Running with the Whocta around 10 o'clock so I get a nice kind of crunchy, fuzzy boost in front of it. And then when I kick on the octave, despite what it looks like on the knobs, I'm still gonna hear a fair amount of my original tone, and that octave can just cut through all that fuzz and cut through all the gain already on the front end of the amplifier. And I have the master volume turned up all the way on the Whocta Hell for this particular thing. And that was the Whocta Hell from Beetronics. And I love this thing. I think it is so awesome. It brings all my favorite qualities from the MXR Blue Box, but it kind of improves on the things that I didn't like. When it comes to the Blue Box, the fuzz is kind of gated and a little sputtery at times. It's not quite as smooth and doesn't work in every aspect. The fuzz on this sounds very nice. It has a crisp quality and it's not too gated. The octave effect tracks amazingly well. That's the thing that I am just so amazed about, how quickly it keeps up with your playing. You can play some really fast passages and still get that gnarly low octave pitch in there, which I think is phenomenal. All told, this thing looks cool, it sounds good, and it's one of the more unique things that I've run across over the years. I am definitely looking forward to checking out more from Beetronics, which we hopefully will be able to do this year. And a big thanks to Felipe for sending this to me, or actually giving it to me when I went and visited the crew up at their shop in LA. I had a blast visiting them, but those are memories that I'm keeping for myself. Sorry, I didn't share them all with you. But I would love to know what the hell you thought of Whocta Hell. So go ahead and leave me a comment below with your thoughts. And please, when you see them, please click the subscribe button and consider supporting on Patreon so I can continue to make these demos for you guys. I love that you have chosen to spend part of your day with me. I always appreciate it and hope you enjoyed this. And we'll come back next week for another episode of Stompbox Saturday. And until then, I'm SeanPierceJohnson, and I wish you great tone and happy stomping. Cheers, everybody.